What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another discussion video for you guys. And this time I decided to go on another topic. Now, you guys know I love doing top 5 videos, so I figured this would be a good time to kind of switch it up and do a top 5 on figures I think that SHF should announce for the Bleach line. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know, but from what I'm seeing, the Bleach line doesn't seem to be doing very well. Every website that I see, the figures are still in stock despite releasing almost a month ago. We're actually approaching the release date of Byakuya, who I think is coming out in October actually, but Ichigo and Renji are still in stock everywhere, and it's quite concerning considering the fact that I know years and years ago people have been saying that they wanted the Bleach figures, and I think it's because Tamashii Nations is doing the 1,000-year Blood War arc that a lot of people are passing on them. They want different versions, they want different characters, and so I'm going to be doing a top 5 of characters I think Tamashii Nations should release in order to keep this line going. Now, if you guys like this type of content, go ahead and drop a like for your boy, as I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting off with the figure that Tamashii Nations announced they will be releasing next in the line. Now, about a week or so ago, Tamashii Nations posted this image on their Instagram page showing that there was still going to be another Bleach figure that was coming soon. Now, me being who I am and having absolutely no knowledge of Bleach other than what I saw from the few episodes when I was younger, I didn't know what this meant, but all of the comments pointed to none other than Kenpachi himself, which I think is dope because based on what I'm seeing, he is a very popular character. I don't really have an interest in him. Honestly, there are other characters I like better, but a lot of that is based off character design and not necessarily the character himself, just because I'm not really adept on the characters. But I do know a lot of people like him, and so I feel like this was a genius choice, a bigger, bulkier, more Brolic type character who's just absolutely badass. I think Tamashii Nations made a great choice. Now, from here on, what I did was I went to Google. I decided to Google the most popular Bleach characters, and I kind of compiled my own list of characters I think that they should make next in order to keep this line going and make sure that it's successful. Now, obviously, this is just my opinion. I do want you guys to leave comments below on who you think should be added if, of course, you don't agree with mine by the end of the video. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into it, starting off with number 5. Now, number 5 is a bit of a biased opinion because he is my second favorite member of the Soul Society. It is none other than my boy Toshihiro Hitsugaya, and if they're going to continue going based on the 1,000-year Blood War arc looks, I think this is perfect because, in my opinion, this is his best look, man. I looked through a whole bunch of art styles and anime pictures of him, and I think this just looks absolutely sick, man. I really love this costume, and I feel like if they were to make him, it would show collectors that Tamashii Nations is also willing to make characters of different sizes to kind of add and spice up the collection a bit, since he is a tad bit shorter, actually a lot shorter, than plenty of the other members in the Soul Society. Now, if they really wanted to spice things up, they could throw in some ice effects and some accessories to kind of make this figure more valuable and more worth the purchase for collectors. Hopefully at some point they'll start doing it. I feel like the Bleach line is still too new for them to be doing that right now, and they're just kind of testing the waters, but this, in my opinion, would be a perfect choice for them to throw out at some point, and it's one I would more than likely be picking up with no hesitation as long as it's up to par. Now, if I was ranking these based on the importance of the character and how relevant I think they would be to the line, this would be number 1 because number 4 is none other than the character who started it all, Rukia Kuchiki. And again, if they're going with the 1,000-year Blood War arc versions, I feel like this is the perfect character for them to throw out because I don't know how people feel about this look, but this outfit looks so badass to me, man. This image alone looks sick. I really love the whole art style and how the colors are popping off of each other. You got the blues, the reds, the whites, the blacks, and then you got this serious look on her face. This just looks dope to me. And again, I haven't watched Thousand Year Blood War Arc, mostly because it's not on Crunchyroll and I don't know where else to watch it. I'm not paying for Hulu. But yeah, this just is dope, man. I really love this. And Rukia has to be one of the most important characters in the series, so it just makes sense. That's really the only reason I went with her next. It makes so much sense for them to make her. Hopefully she comes with tons of expressions just like everyone else. I don't really know much about her weapon set, her bankais, or any of that, so I can't discuss that much, but this is one I'd pick up automatically. Coming in at number 3 is a character that I didn't even have to do any research on to know that it would be a great addition to the line. It is none other than Yororichi. You don't have to be a major fan of Bleach to understand how popular of a character she is. When Bleach is talked about, especially in long discussions, this is a character name that is going to pop up just because she is loved by so many. She's a female ninja that turns into a cat. That alone is going to sell. You don't have to do anything else. As long as they throw in the proper amount of accessories, maybe 1 or 2 cats that they can reuse from other parts, just paint them up, make them look a little bit different, a little bit better. This is a figure that's going to do it. I mean, I saw it happen with even characters from Hell's Paradise that people weren't even fans of. So yes, female ninja, that's all it takes. Go ahead, Tamashii Nations. This is one that we're going to need sooner rather than later. Just like number 3, I feel like number 2 is a character that I don't even have to explain why he's on the list. It's none other than the evil man himself, Sasuke Aizen. Now, I know we're normally discussing all of the looks from Thousand Year Blood War Arc, but this is the Aizen that I know. This is what I've seen, and this is what I know most Bleach fans that I'm friends with know and love. This is the look I think that they should go with. It'd be really dope if you got interchangeable heads so that you could recreate both of these looks. And obviously, there's another one that would have to come with this version of Aizen, and I'll get to that one next. But you gotta throw a villain in the line. You can't have a bunch of the quote-unquote heroes and no one for them to fight. So yes, Sasuke Aizen, arguably the most popular villain in the series of Bleach. You gotta have him. I mean, it's like making a Naruto line without having Madara. You just can't do it. And so there it is. Next up, Sasuke Aizen. Now, finally getting to that number 1 spot, I have to say that this is arguably the most important figure that we would need in a Bleach line. And basically, it's just some earlier version of Ichigo. Now, I don't know which version of Ichigo is the most popular, but I do know that people aren't really rocking with the fact that they started with the Thousand Year Blood War arc first. They wanted that more classic Ichigo, that old school look that we got when we all first started watching the anime. And the reason I think this is so important is to show collectors that Tamashii Nations is willing to give us those older looks that we want. Going back to Naruto, they did it with Naruto and Sasuke. We do have them in their Genin forms, which is pre-Shippuden, and I think that this would be a great addition to the Bleach line so the collectors can get their hopes up, they can see what they're going to be getting, and it might entice them more to support the line. So I really hope at some point in the future, as long as this line lasts, we do get an earlier version of Ichigo. It's not necessarily one that I need added to my collection, but for all those people out there who have been asking for Bleach figures for years, I feel like this would be a treat to them. I don't know how everything's working with the Bleach contract and what Tamashii Nations has to make, what they can't make right now, but I do hope that this is something that's on the list that will be coming pretty soon, because I don't want this line to die out. I know a lot of people are excited for Bleach, and I really want to see it make it. I want the serialization to continue, so please, Tamashii Nations, drop an early version of Ichigo. So I tried to keep this video short, sweet, and to the point, and I believe I did so well enough. This is a video I felt like I really had to make. I needed to let Bleach collectors know that it's not over for the line, but you guys should not give up on it. If you're deciding not to collect these, you're doing this line more harm than good. I understand they're not the figures that you want from the jump, but at the end of the day, if there's no support there, Tamashii Nations has no reason to continue making these. Now, I know the Bleach fandom is crazy. So you guys, you collectors that love Bleach, you guys need to come on with it. Now, I understand there's a ton of anime figures coming out, but if Bleach is your bread and butter, then make sure you support this line because I want to see you guys happy. So that's all there is to it. But overall, I hope that you guys enjoy videos like these. I want to try and do more discussion videos. If so, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.